Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Let's go, baby. It is Monday, February 12th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App, $ ORION NWSF, or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got NHL action this Monday afternoon. The Seattle Kraken defend the deep, release the Kraken versus the New Jersey Devils. Puck drop is going to be here in just a couple minutes. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend after Super Bowl Sunday, and we are right back at it like we always do with some NHL action. We got MLB in a couple weeks. So once the MLB preseason starts with the Cactus League and whatnot, we'll do a little bit of the MLB since now the NFL and college football seasons are officially over. So we can transition more into the NHL, NBA, college hoops for March Madness next month, and then MLB in about a week and a half to 2 weeks. Let's go, baby. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. And I had to hit you with the Matty Beniers on the left and Captain Jack Hughes on the right. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. Megan in the building. What's good? Caden in the building. What's good? Padilla in the building. What's good? Let's go. Should be a good one. Reflect in the building. What's good? And of course, I ended up doing a reaction video not late last night because I was already really tired. I had to eat dinner and take Paisley for another 45-minute hour walk, but I did it this morning. And unfortunately, the way the NFL works, even if you end up doing all the things that you need to do to keep the video, good terms with the NFL, like by pausing the video at certain amounts of time throughout the video, there's a little bit of I wouldn't necessarily say secrets, but things that you need to do to be able to keep your video up on YouTube with the highlights and the copyright and whatnot. And the NFL, they pick and choose when they want to have the guys or girls who do the reaction videos on a regular basis, where they let the video go through, they block it in the United States, or they block it globally. And also, the bigger the game is, there's a chance that it might get blocked just in general. So unfortunately, I put in a lot of blood, sweat, tears, over an hour making the thumbnail, doing the prep, and they ended up blocking it. I thought I was good with it, but I did the NFC AFC championship game for whatever reason. The AFC championship game reaction video was good, but then they decided to block me with the Lions and the Niners on the NFC championship game. I still had it up on my Twitter X account, and then they did the same exact thing. So if you are wanting to watch me react and kind of go over, the highlights one more time, besides just watching it, it is on my Twitter/X profile. If you guys want to end up watching it there, you don't have to if you don't want to. But if you were looking forward to watching it, obviously I'm not lazy. I did get it done, but unfortunately they blocked it. And I didn't get too many videos blocked this season, but I would say probably close to 7 or 8 total. And then, 2 within the last couple of weeks, which was a little unfortunate because, when you're doing the reaction videos, you want to be able to do them to the best games. So, of course, I want the AFC, NFC championship game and the Super Bowl to be available. But again, it is available, but you're just not going to be able to watch it on YouTube, but you can watch it on my Twitter/X account. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Kraken. Defend the deep, fear the deep. Let's go. Oh, you're supposed to have 8 to 10 inches of snow. Oh, maybe you can have a snow day. So obviously you're looking for a Captain Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt win against our Kraken. But hopefully it ends up being a close matchup for both teams. Let's go. Bro, you have no idea how much effort that I put in on videos. Like when I end up doing reaction videos, okay, so it's like if I got to make a thumbnail, that's 30 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on what I'm doing, right? Because I'm not copying anybody else. I have to make it from scratch. Then I got to, do the video. And I did a bunch of retakes, because it's like when you have so much emotion, and you want to be able to, go over all the things you want to say about Kyle Shanahan or legacy of Mahomes and Kelsey and Andy Reid. Sometimes when you get ramped up and you get excited, sometimes you start to like mumble your words or you start to kind of fuck up on what you were saying. So I had to, normally I can do it in like 1 or 2, tries, because again, I'm doing like a video, that's usually 15 to 25 minutes long. So, you don't want to have too many fuck ups and whatnot, but usually as I go through it, I have to, go through it once and see if I like the way that it sounds and the words that I'm using and whatnot. But I had to do a couple of retakes and start overs on it to make sure I got everything, correct. And then after spending all that time and loading it, uploading it, getting a thumbnail custom made, which I'll do for all reaction videos moving forward. Yeah, just a little unfortunate that that ended up happening, but I can give you a little peek here. And then this is what, I mean, if you go to my socials, you can already see it already. But this is my thumb, and I usually try to, make it original. And obviously I'm going to have my image on there as well. But this is what it ended up looking like. So you got me here on the left. We got Super Bowl LVIII, Niners and Chiefs, highlights and reactions. And then obviously I'll be using different colored arrows and, different things to kind of grab the attention of the people on YouTube. So what a damn shame, because I really do think that this video would have done just as good as my AFC Championship game video, maybe a little bit higher. So I was thinking I probably missed out, on 2,000 to 4,000 views on the video, but I did go and look, and it looks like they blocked almost every NFL reaction video content streamer on YouTube. So I was looking at it, I was scrolling through 49ers Chiefs highlights and reaction, 49ers Chiefs highlights and reaction, Super Bowl LVII, 58, and I didn't really see anybody's stuff up there. So a little unusual that the NFL would just, kind of, give everyone the boot, on that such of a big game. But I guess it is what it is. But at least I'm glad that even with my hard work that it's not for anything, at least it can still be viewed on my Twitter X account. And I shared the link on my Facebook as well. So, it is what it is. Let's go, baby. Smash the like button. Let's go. The fun fact. Hack and Lindy Ruff. Oh, that is a fun fact. Yeah, very horrific. For real, though. All right, here, let me get situated here. See if I can get one that's going to work the best. Hope everyone had a fantastic day. Been busy today, going over many, many things, on Twitter /X, that reaction video to the Super Bowl, getting prepped for this thumbnail and this particular matchup. And then obviously, just doing the daily duties with Paisley and getting everything situated, paying bills and whatnot. All right. Let's go, baby. But it just kind of sucks, because, when I put in so much time and effort, I want it to be seen on YouTube, because the people on Twitter and X, they're going to be people that more, they're not liking and subbing it. They're just going to be some like random people. But if I end up having, my subscribers on YouTube and get some newbies, that are just searching for that reaction video, because a lot of people that watch reaction videos, they don't do the live streams. You either do one or the other. A lot of people don't do both. But it just would have been nice to be able to get it out there. And who knows, we would have been able to maybe get a couple subs off of the video. You never know. Maybe, someone that never heard of me before. But again, what can you do? You just got to be able to keep putting out the content, and I'll keep using my image on there as we go into next season. And maybe I'll decide before I, discontinue YouTube Premium, because that's the whole reason I ended up buying that. So that way that the ads would be removed. And then even when I ended up paying for the ads to be removed to make it easier for the people watching the reaction video, then the NFL blocks my shit anyways. So, and I did everything by the book. There is nothing that I did wrong. It was just one of those things. I think they felt that they wanted just to block a lot of the reaction video streamers for whatever reason. It was a classic game, but still, it's not like anyone is going to do a video to give the NFL a bad name. I mean, it's all for entertainment. And everyone has a different type of voice and reaction, to the highlights. And so hopefully one day, they'll be a little bit more lenient, and then they'll end up letting everyone have their reaction videos up. But at least on the bright side, I only had, 5, 6, 7 total out of the many, many, many reaction videos that I did this season get blocked. So, and then we'll see if I end up doing some for baseball, or basketball or anything else. So I got to be kind of careful, with the copyright and everything else. So it's like each sport has a, kind of different rule set on how it works. So, all right, hold up here. Let's go, baby. Release the Kraken, baby. Defend the deep. This should be a good one. Good matchup, too. All right, here we go. Yeah, I think that was, supposedly everything that they had, set up, was it for it to be planned that way. And it sounds like if the Niners would have scored a touchdown, off that opening drive, that the Kansas City Chiefs, if they would have scored a touchdown also, supposedly, Mahomes and Andy Reid were going to go for two. And so they would have went for it right there. So, but that was the perfect play call, to have a receiver jam in and then all of a sudden go outside. They didn't have anything. They had no way to defend that particular play, and it is what it is. But again, and lots of holding, but at least there's not any controversy at the end of the game with some kind of pass interference or bullshit pass interference. But what I can tell you after going back and looking through some of the highlights on the game, there was a tremendous amount of holding on the offensive line on the Chiefs and the Niners that was not called. And again, you can call holding on every single play in the NFL, but there was some significant third down, holding, that the Chiefs got away with. But there was some, decent ones that the Niners got away with as well. Come on, Hack. Let's go, baby. 94, 97, 24. We got to get that win percentage up. Blue tie, baby. Sometimes. So there's a couple streaming sites that you could use if you're in the building still, or if not. But I mean, if you message me and follow me on like Twitter/X or Instagram, I can send you a link if you still need one. Yeah, true. Very true. But it seemed like, on that last drive, Mahomes was in a rhythm and a groove. And I think that him and Andy Reid, and again, it sounds like they practiced for overtime and overtime scenarios, for the last month and a half, 2 months, and the Niners didn't. So a lot of them, they supposedly, in the articles and the video that I watched after the Super Bowl late last night, early this morning, and the articles and video I saw today, that, a good chunk of the Niners team didn't even know the rules for overtime, which is kind of crazy. Like if you're just learning about the rules in overtime, as they're up on the board up above, but I mean, I guess the only confusion would be is if they got a touchdown, would you be able to match a touchdown? Or, if you get a field goal, then you match a field goal. But of course, if someone gets a field goal, oh, we got a devil player that got slammed into the boards. Marino, hopefully he's okay. Wow. Man, Marino went hard. They got the trainer coming out on the ice. I hope he's okay. But, obviously, if someone goes for three, and gets it, you have a chance to tie it with three like the Chiefs did. But if they score a touchdown, you win. But I think at that point, it's like, so what was the rule in overtime for the playoffs this season? Because they did say that they were making some changes, either last season or this season. So if the Niners would have scored a touchdown and they got the ball first, and not the Chiefs would have been able to answer with a touchdown. But in years past, it used to be like whoever scored first won, right? So is that I think that there was, some kind of communication with either players or officials or rule getters, right? That if you get a field goal, then you can match a field goal, right? If you get a field goal, the other team gets a touchdown, game over, that's what we got. But if they would have scored a touchdown, the Niners, would the Chiefs have been able to get a chance to score? Years past, no. This one, it sounded like, yes, they would have been able to, right? But I think that they were confused. So if you're the Niners, why would you receive first? You would kick so that way to see if you can stop them, and then you have a chance to go. You don't want to be the first, team out there to try to have to score. I mean, I guess it really depends on how confident you are or if you know the rules. But I think that if the Niners coaches and the Niners players knew the rules, they would have kicked it off. It's not whoever scores first wins, right? That's like kind of the mentality that they had. So you want the last opportunity. You either make it or you break it. Exactly. They get a touchdown or they get a field goal, the Chiefs first, and then maybe vice versa. Maybe the Chiefs get a field goal and then maybe you can score a touchdown late. But again, you have to know the rules. And ironically, the only two overtime games that there's ever been, Shanahan's played in both, right? Shanahan has played in both, so you would think that he would have had his team coached up on an overtime scenario, but that's a bad look, when and it shows you coaching is everything. I mean, the Niners are very qualified, but if you're going Mahomes or Purdy, you're going to go Mahomes all day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Mahomes is the cream of the crop. He's the top dog. You got a lot of other quarterbacks that are close below him, but I think it's pretty clear. It is a team game, and you have to have the Phil Jackson, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Phil Jackson, Shaq, Kobe, and that's what Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, and Travis Kelce is. But again, let's not get it twisted. Defense wins games. Defense wins championships. So see if we can get something on this Kraken power play. Let's go, baby. But I thought the play call at the end of the game was brilliant. Instead of doing some kind of shovel pass, to Kelce, they were already going to sniff that out. So anytime you can end up running a route inside and you're taking 3 or 4 steps, and then that linebacker starts to kind of shade inside, and then you zip it outside, there's no way the linebacker or any other secondary member is going to be able to catch up to that player and that particular defense that they were in. And that's why it was so easy for them to score there by McCole Hardman at the end of the game. Shit, McCole Hardman didn't even know the rules. Pat had on the interview last night that said McCole Hardman didn't even know that they won originally until Pat came up to hug him. And then he's like, oh, shit, we won. He didn't even realize the rules. But, I mean, hell, you should. They have 3. You scored. What did you think, that he was going to go the whole quarter? And then whatever team is ahead and when the quarter runs out is the winner? Maybe that's what some of these players thought. So sounds like it. Sounds like they thought whoever, is ahead at the end of the quarter wins, or, whoever scores first wins. Obviously there's a lot of miscommunication there, by Shanahan and the 49ers. So come on, Kraken. But I got no problems with it. You know what I mean? I've already told you guys how much I love Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay. But again, the quarterback situation, they got CMC at running back. But if you don't have Joe Burrow, that type of quarterback going against Mahomes, or the only other scenario that I can come up with, and I talked about it last night, is that if the Ravens would have made the Super Bowl against the Niners, maybe the Niners would have won that. And maybe the Ravens would have had a flat game in the Super Bowl like they did in the AFC Championship game. Yes, the Ravens still could have won the Super Bowl maybe as well, but I'm thinking, to me, based on how the Niners played the Chiefs in that matchup, if Lamar would have gotten, kind of shut down a little bit and they made the Super Bowl, maybe that's the only instance, that the Niners would have been able to win the Super Bowl. So in the future, if the Niners make it, they better pray that it's not the Chiefs. And if it's not, maybe they have a better chance to win. But if it's against the Chiefs, you're screwed unless you got a guy like Joe Burrow leading the way, someone that's calm, cool, collective, the Tiger King, someone that can match the skill set and intensity and smarts, as a Patrick Mahomes, which is very rare. Yeah. How many timeouts did they have left at that point in the game, Reflect? Did they have any? Did they have all of them? How many did they have when they let that clock run out in overtime? Stadium series? Nice. I can't wait. I mean, well, now football's over. So now it's NHL, MLB. That's all NHL, MLB, wrestling. And then we'll get March Madness next month. So, yes, I'm a little sad that the football season's over, but we put in so much work this year and on the college football side. So 2 timeouts. Yeah. Oh, what a save. Nice save, Joey. So knotted up at 0, 13 minutes left here in the first period. Joey Has to keep his head on a swivel. Let's do it. Delayed penalty. But I like legacy. But again, I can't pick a team to win when I don't think that they're good enough to win. And it's like you were close, but that's how it is in the Super Bowl. It's either really, really close by like one possession here, one big play here, right, or it ends up being a blowout. And I know you probably were thinking it was going to be Chiefs by 10-13, and I definitely could have seen that scenario happen if they would have been able to kind of run away with it, if they would have actually got something in the first half instead of scoring at the end of the second quarter. Like if they would have been able to get off to a fast start, yeah, the Chiefs would have won by 10-13. I truly believe that. But going in, I had to respect both two top five defenses, so I had to go with the 23-20. And no one got the exact score correct. But we had a couple of us in the room that got it kind of close. So, and one thing is for sure, with me and betting, I haven't got a Super Bowl wrong besides the Eagles one, and that was like the first one wrong in like 20 plus years. So, one thing to learn is that you never ever, bet against Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes is in there, you have to, no matter what you got on that other side, unless it's Tom Brady, right, or Joe Burrow. Those are the only people that have actually shown that they can actually beat Patrick Mahomes when it counts. So, I learned my lesson. I tried to give the Eagles the benefit of the doubt with the offense and the defense. I figured, hell, they'll get at least one sack or one pick. And based on how they played, they should have won the Super Bowl last year, in my opinion. Not by a lot, but barely. They should have won by 3. But, if you can't do anything on the defensive side of the ball, you're going to leave the Chiefs in it. They will find a way to win. And that's what they do in the fourth quarter. They find a way to win. They got the Phil Jackson, Kobe, Shaq. They got the Phil Jackson, right? Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. You got the Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. It's very hard to beat. And another thing is also to reflect, which you also notice, is that the Niners did not go to CMC enough in the fourth quarter. And like I said, the one bugaboo that Kyle Shanahan has, it's not the preseason. It's not the regular season. He's not like the Cowboys where they do the good in the regular season and choke in the postseason. It's not in the playoffs. It's not in the wild card. It's not in the NFC Championship game. It really comes down to the fourth quarter in the Super Bowl. Every other third and fourth quarter, he's good. But for whatever reason, the fourth quarter in the Super Bowl, he can't figure it out. And a lot of it is the opponent that he's going against, that he's getting out coached. You know what I mean? But for a guy that's that brilliant, you figured out that you need to get a better running back, but now you have to honestly, you've been to 5, right? And you were 5-0. Now you're 0-3. So now it's very clear. Brock Purdy, Kirk Cousins, all these guys that are top 12 quarterbacks, it's not good enough. You're literally gonna have a Joe Burrow type. Even Jalen Hurts wasn't good enough to beat him. So, and Jalen Hurts was what, number 1, number 2 quarterback that year. So, oh, you're good, bro. That was a very influential. That was a very influential Super Bowl. We're going to still be talking about it for a long, long time. You know, nobody has scored yet. We've had a couple power plays, but that's what we're here for, to interact with each other and have a good time, and to go over things that maybe other people missed, and go back and watch the tape and everything. So, well, you don't even worry about it. I actually appreciate that you're here. Thank you, Mike. $2 holla. Appreciate you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks with a little cactus jack. Bang, bang. $2 holla, 98 to go. Appreciate you. Yes, thank you so much. Let me know what you want to do for photos. Anything you want, like Seahawk or Huskies, you let me know. Or Mariners. We're getting close now. Now we can start talking more about Mariners. Joey. As long as Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt don't go off, I think we will have a chance. Fucking A, what a save by fucking Decord. It was pretty. Before the Joey save. After the Joey save. Let's go. Nice job, Decord. Nice job, Joey. So fresh and so clean, clean. Don't forget that face. Nice job. George Santos, of course. I'm super excited about Mariners, man. Like, I mean, it wasn't the offseason that we wanted. It's not like we got Otani or anything. George Santos, the political guy. Dumbling down. Yeah, yeah, big time. And you can feel the momentum. And also, like we said, I kind of felt that if Mahomes was going to be able to use his legs and they were going to have him with some design runs and also RPO and then also just stuff on the fly where, he just senses it and then you just go. Because if you're going to hand it off to Pacheco and they're going to stuff you, at some point you're going to have to figure it out and you just can't continue to keep running into a brick wall on that Niner D line and thinking that eventually Pacheco or someone is going to go through it for a 60-yard touchdown. It just wasn't going to happen. So I think if Mahomes didn't do what he did in the third, fourth, and overtime, oh, yeah, they don't even win that game at all. So Gregory. Well, let me get you the photo before you dip. If you're going to dip, you can stay, man, unless you got some things to do. Ten minutes to go in the first period. We're knotted up at 0, baby. Oh, Mariners. Let's go. You already know what it is. That Mariner spinning logo. Ooh, baby. The army we needed. Yeah. I'm excited to see what he can do. All right. Chore dog. All right, man. When you come back, if you come back, I'll get you some more photos. We can dip into some Mariners. Yeah, he's got stuff to do. He's a busy guy. He'll be back. God, I like all these logos. The one here with the anchor is dope. Close Kraken. Open. Let's go. Hopefully on the injury report, those guys are okay. Had a Devil player go down, had a Kraken player go down. When like the medical staff goes out on the ice, not every time they're, in a bad situation, but for them to even go out on the ice, it's, always going to be a little bit of a concern. But it looks like both are going to be okay, at least from what I can see. Less than 9 minutes to go in the first period, still knotted up at 0, baby. Let's go. Release the Kraken, defend the deep, take care of your mental health. Remember, you only got one. Take care of yourself. Very, very important. Yeah. Marino. Yeah. I really like Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt. There's just certain players that if you end up watching enough hockey, even if you know that these players more than likely will never be on your favorite team, but there's definitely certain players in the league that are very, very fun to watch. They had a really good graphic about, who was it? In the pregame show I was watching. Jared McCann. I think it was Jared McCann. Yeah, they said the most 5-on-5 goals within the last 3 years, and you have all the superstar names, and then sitting at like 6 or 7 was McCann. I was like, nice. So he was in the top 8 out of the guys that have scored the most goals on 5-on-5 in the last 3 years, and so that's a good stat to see, and seems like he'll still be able to build on it this season too. But the names at the top are like names that you would expect. Like I can't remember every single name that was on there, but I remember glancing at it real quickly. You know, the main goats like McKinnon and everything. Like you already know they're up there. But I was like, okay, McCann. I was a little shocked on how high he was actually. Less than 7 minutes to go in the first period. Both teams playing with a lot of aggression. Couple power plays already in the first period. You know, the passing has been pretty crisp. They're you know, it hasn't been a kind of going through the motions, feeling each other out per se, kind of like other matchups. But at least Joey had a couple good saves because we definitely could be down 1-0 or 2-0 right now. Hopefully, we'll get a couple opportunities in the early second period to get going. Yeah, the Devils' goaltender is the backup. So I guess the standard goalie got hurt and is out. Vitek Vanasek. Vitek Vanasek, which is unfortunate, but we'll take it. 2 more to 10. Let's get there. Gosh, I wish they didn't block the video. You know, all that hard work, to put in, and it's like, just let me, try to find some new subs and new people, and let me get it out there so if people want to watch it, that they can enjoy it. But because a good majority of those people on YouTube that would watch the video, they may or may not follow me, on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter/X. So a good chunk of those people that are looking for those videos, you know, that's, but again, a lot of people, it seems like, did not get on the particular list to keep it. So as I looked and I couldn't find anyone else's video on there, which is a little rare that if the NFL decided to block like every reaction video that every content creator tried to make. I mean, that's a little harsh, you know. That's a lot of good content that you would have got out of those people that have been doing it all year. We've been doing it, since the preseason, to the regular season, to the playoffs. And then it's like all you want is to make sure all that hard work is being recognized and people can see it. And then when you get to the like last couple of games of the season and then you block 2 out of 3, I mean, that's at least I have to be blessed enough that one was able to stay up, right? And then I've still been able to put the others on another platform. Not the same, but still, at least I don't feel like I wasted my time and my effort. So, and the thumbnail turned out pretty cool. I definitely experimented with different colors and different arrows, but I think green really does pop the best. And yeah, we'll be doing those. And if I can get a couple other shots of myself and I can transfer my image, we'll use more than just one photo. But if I have to use just that one, to make it a little bit more personable on the thumbnail, then I think it's going to get a lot more views that way overall, especially if we include myself just on the reaction video side. I don't think I want to put myself on the live stream side. There's no point. I mean, I guess just to make it new, fresh, like a little mini me somewhere on there. I guess if people want to see what I look like, but I don't think it's really necessary. But at some point we will evolve, and maybe we will add something like that. Oh, right past Joey. Damn it! 1-0 Devils. Damn. Is that Toffoli? Tyler. Toffoli. Damn you, Tyler. Gosh, damn it. It's okay, man. I love you still, bro. Don't even trip. Tyler Toffoli, woo! Assisted by Nico Yeshe and Jack Hughes. 1-0 Devils. All right, come on, Kraken. Our turn. Oh, yeah, Aiden and Odin. Love that. And especially if the Devils have their backup goalie, there is no excuses for us to lose this game. I get it. They got Jack Hughes, Luke Hughes, Jesper Bratt, Tyler Toffoli. I get it. But, I mean, and I'm not saying the backup goalie's terrible, but this should be a game that hopefully we can keep it close. I hope that their star players don't run away with it. Sometimes you just don't know how a team is going to respond on the road. North Jersey tattoo. Oh, 1-0 Devils. Gosh, now I'm really baseball mode. I know you are too, Sarah. You already have been. You've been itching. Reflect has been itching. Some of us have already been like, as soon as like college football ended, even before that, I think that we were already, like once you start to kind of feel sports winding down, then you're like starting to get a little bit more interested. But you were even interested in the signing process. So it shows you like there's different levels of fandom in sports where some people care about free agency and the draft in different sports, and other people they don't give a shit at all. They could care less. But if you're a hardcore fan, it is kind of like an all year round thing. You have to keep yourself engaged, or you just enjoy hearing what's going on with the team and how they're moving. So. But I wish the Mariners did more, but I am definitely excited just for baseball. So when that first Padres Dodger game comes up here in a couple of weeks, we're definitely live streaming that. Tyler Toffoli, I see you. Really like how the thumbnail turned out for that Super Bowl video too. Damn shame, man. Put in some good work on that. Went through many, many photos and tried to figure out what was going to be the perfect one. Less than 5 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 Devils. All right, I see your electricity, Devils. All right, come on, Kraken. If we focus here in the end of the first period, maybe we can get a cheap one in the last 2 minutes. Because you can definitely tell which players go to sleep in the last couple minutes and who are totally engaged, the whole way through. And sometimes guys aren't being lazy. It's just, kind of going through the motions, and all of a sudden a goal gets scored and you're looking up and you're like, how is it 2-0? It was just 1-0. Or it ended up being 1-0 and now it's 1-1. Tomas Tata is one of 3 players in Devils history to finish the season with an assist plus rating of at least plus 40. Who are the other 2? Tomas Tata. Daniel in the building. What's good, bro? A little, little sad that college football and the NFL are over, but we still got baseball, basketball, hockey, whatever, you know, XFL league, whatever that they're going to be doing. There's going to be plenty of other things. Wrestling, as we're getting into WrestleMania. So there's plenty of other things than NFL and college football that can pique our interest. But a little sad that we don't got football for 7 months. It's a long time. But if you're hardcore, you still get up for the draft and the combine. So any little thing about football after today, you don't give a shit about what it is. You're like, okay, what's going on? But there's other distractions that can be good. while you're waiting for the season to come around. Come on, baby. All right, 10 more. Ten more. Come on, Kraken. All right, Riker. Oh, good defense there by the Devils. I thought maybe that was going to be an opportunity for us. Less than 3 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 Devils. Let's go. Rugby, yeah. Lots of things to be able to keep, keep the vibe good. Ooh, big. Get up, Dunn. How many? Educate me, Megan. So give me the rundown on rugby. I used to do rugby reaction videos and football, soccer, reaction videos. But as far as rugby is concerned, I mean, obviously I know like New Zealand All Blacks, and there's like certain different types. But as far as like the team that you watch the most, how many games are like is the regular season? How many teams are in the league? Like, give me like a little like small breakdown. Like, how many games are being played each year? I mean, is it like 10? Is it closer to 20? Less than 2 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0 New Jersey. Come on, Devils. Come on, Bjorky. I almost had a good Bjorky thumb in the works, but then when I ended up processing it, a piece of his like neck, like distorted. So I was like, gosh, man, it's so close. But I'm going to still keep working and experimenting with some of the other players to see if we can get one of each of the major guys at some point. Taco Bell take. Jack Hughes. Last 2 games since his return. Good. Everly, damn it. Yeah, I did some reaction videos, and fan base is passionate out there. Nice save by Joey. Woo. Nice save by Joey. First time in history. Fiji and San Diego. Wow. Is that televised? End of the first period. 1-0 Devils. Yeah. Yeah, I want to be able to, at some point, if I got time, I'll try to watch. You know, like if I can get like maybe a match here, match there, I wouldn't mind. I mean, it just depends on how much time I have. So I definitely would need a refresher on the terminology and the rules because I remember, lots of people broke it down to me, and but obviously I haven't watched a whole lot in the last 5 years. So, all right, let me know what you guys want to do for photos. For Reflex Dono, even if he is gone, we'll do some Mariners as we are transitioning into baseball as well. 1-0 Devils as we go into intermission, and hopefully we can get our act together. And let me know anything else that you guys want to be able to see. And we can do that on every intermission. This is what I want to see. I want to see some J.P. Crawford, baby. He is definitely one of my favorites. Like, hands down. There's just definitely going to be certain people that you connect to a little bit more than others on the team. And right behind Julio and JP, he right there. Sure. Got to. Yeah, there's a lot of the people that are going to be available. Lots of people switching teams. There's going to be a lot of shifting in sports for sure. Also, if guys go back to their teams or if they just decide to take the money and go somewhere else. Some Jordan Walker and some Blues. 1-0 Devils. Which baby blues? Who we want? We want Hack. We want. I don't know. All the people that got blue eyes. There are a lot of blue eyes that are baby. I mean, Hack, Pete. I don't know all the eye colors of all. I was about to say I figured Hack, but I thought I would just double check. Oh, yeah. There's a few. Delete some of these, make some more room. Come on, Kraken. No problem. I'm gonna go check up on Paisley here real quick for like a minute. I'll be right back. And then I think the second period is just about to get going. Go, baby. Oh, yeah. Bowie. Get us going, Bowie. There we go. All right, I'm back. Paisley is snug as a bug. Gonna take a little bit of a nap, and then we'll be at it. Be sure to take care of your mental health. Again, you only got one. Come here, things will be better. End of the first period, 1-0 Devils. Come on, Kraken. Go, baby. Anything else that you guys want to be able to see? Go ahead, let me know. Just going through the last of the commercials. I'm just trying to keep up on everything else that is going down. Duke and Wake Forest. That's the first thing that pops up, huh? All right, so Coyotes 1, Flyers 0. Flames and Rangers 0-0. Devils 1, Kraken 0. Come on. Wild Golden Knights. Well, Golden Knights should be able to smoke them, but we'll see. Only 4 games on today for the NHL. First game at the MLB preseason. Dodgers and Padres on February 22nd in 10 days. Oh, you're good. I'm just waiting for the second period to start. You're good. Intermission report. Let's go for the second period. Let's go. All right, what do we got? 12 shots on goal for New Jersey, 7 for Seattle, 10 big hits for the Kraken, 8 for the Devils. Penalty minutes, 4 for Seattle, 2 for New Jersey. Face-offs, 1 percentage, 64.7% Seattle. That is actually surprising. And we lost to them December 7th, 2-1 in Seattle. So we're looking for some payback. No Jaden Schultz, or Justin Schultz, excuse me. No Justin. Justin Schultz and Jaden Schwartz. Vitek Vanasek. Brendan Smith. Toffoli. Hechier and Jack Hughes. Come on. Wow, that defense was the emergence of Carl Laptis turned that defense from being like top 15, top 10, all the way up to top 2. You know, that shows you how much of a difference is if you can get a draft pick on the line to play with another Hall of Fame player like Chris Jones. Who? Chris Jones. And then you get, George on the other side. It makes it very, very difficult, on other teams. And then especially if your linebacker play is above average and you hopefully have at least one or two good players in the secondary. I know. I mean, as the years go on, I mean, people will get annoyed of greatness, but it's just how it goes. It's all about being consistent, and it shows you. It's like if you have the right people in your corner, and special things can happen. But it's like almost crazy to think to have like the whole Brady, Gronk, Belichick. It's like if you got number one, number one, number one, and then now, like all of them are gone, and then now you got another set of number one, number one, number one. You know, it makes it difficult when got arguably one of the best coaches, one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best, and the best tight end, right? Kind of an advantage. Still got to have a defense though. And if the defense didn't play well, then there's no way you win. So Deadpool 3 trailer dropped yesterday. I have not seen it yet, though. I am a fan. Dodgers, Padres, February 22nd. I haven't seen that either. Yeah, there's a few things I need to look for. Anytime after the Super Bowl, there's always going to be announcements of people, dropping new songs or albums or movies or TV shows or some kind of announcement of some positivity for something moving forward. So, what else came out? What else did I miss? So that came out. Then obviously the Deadpool 3 is a pretty big one, right? I'm not sure if there's anything else, but if there is, let me know. Yeah, that's understandable. 2011, Devils select Larson, fourth overall. Trade Larson to Edmonton for T. Hall. Trade Hall and Spears to Arizona for Ball, Schnamm, Merkley, and two draft picks. Use one draft pick to select Dave Marissa. I trade first pick with the Washington for Siegenthaler. Adam Larson trade tree. All right, come on, Kraken. I have the S up there right now. We got to stop fucking around. Down 1-0. Need this win bad. It's we're just hovering around 500, and that's not going to be good enough to make the playoffs. We have to catch fire at some point. We have to, and I mean, it might take us to be at home for a few games to catch that momentum. It's obviously harder to win on the road than it is at home at Climate Pledge, but I really hope that they play strong, so even if they like miss the playoffs, at least they like are close within like a couple games. If they don't, I mean, obviously, ideally you want to make it, but I mean, if you're looking at the record right now, 21, 2010, that's tough. It's like, what are we in right now? Sixth? It's like, that's tough. Got some, it's not impossible, but we definitely have to get it in gear. Overtime wins. Gosh, that would be great. How awesome that would be to like actually go to overtime and then think that we actually have the advantage and we win. Not to be like, on edge, but yeah, that would be awesome. All right, let's go, baby. Second period. God, already 2-0. You got to be kidding me. Man, like that, huh? Jeez Louise. Like that? Jack Hughes, and you already knew at some point he's so good. He is so good. Jack Hughes. Eric Halala with the assist. Jack, why? Why are you so good? Oh, Joey, 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 Joey. Tough, 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 tough. Why? No. Why? Odin and Aiden are happy. Like, can we at least catch up to make it 1-1 before you get your second goal? All right, Jack. 16th goal of the season. 2-0 Devils. Wow. Exactly. I don't like it when, because then it makes like the goalie look shittier than he is. It's like when you have to make sure that everyone is on the same page and you can't just have like nobody there helping, and it's just him solo, 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, 4-on-1, or you end up having one or two guys right next to him, and all of a sudden he's got to block like 5 shots in 6 seconds. I mean, some stuff is a little unrealistic for anybody. You got to have your defense at least try to help you out a little bit, or at least get in the way to not make it so easy. But that's another aspect of hockey where you either understand that aspect of hockey or you don't. You either have watched for a long time, or you don't, and those little subtle details. Because no one wants to see like our guy look like, we don't want to see, we don't want to get obliterated. We got pride too. We're trying to win. We're not just rolling over. Like you think that Seattle doesn't want to make the playoffs? Of course they do. But I have noticed Seattle, the defense. It's like I don't necessarily think that we're, maybe sleeping out there all the time. But we definitely need more players as the years go on, and he's going to have Hack will have to manufacture the lines perfectly. And obviously, the more talent that we have, the better we're going to be. And just keeping those good, solid pieces. I'm very excited to see where it goes, but you never like it when you feel that it's everyone against your goalie. I mean, you're already at a disadvantage, and then it's like you're essentially giving up without saying that you're giving up. Like you don't, it's like you want to make sure that you're at least in the game. You don't want it to be 17 minutes in the second period, and then you're thinking about what's for dinner. This is going to be a very key stretch here in these next like 12 minutes that we get one goal. If we actually want to think that we have a chance to tie it up and possibly go to overtime. Oh, yeah. After his hot start, he's cooled off. Some of it has been the defense not helping him out, but also some of it, he hasn't been good. And the other teams have had superstars, and they've done what they needed to do. When you got guys that are elite, you can't expect like the Nathan McKinnons and the great players that are out there. You're not going to be able to stop them. It don't matter who it is. You could have the number one goalie. If they're superstars, some of them are going to find a way to get goals. And that's just how it goes in the NHL. The greats are great at what they do. But I would agree with that too. As much as I like Joey, we have to also make sure that we're keeping it real. That regardless if it's Joey or Gru or whatever combination we have in net, all we want is just consistency and good play. That's a very tough thing to ask for, though. 2-0 Devils. And I haven't given up on Gru. I don't care who's in net. Whoever plays the best deserves to be in there. And I'm going to root for the same way. So whoever's in there, like so many things get determined by not just center play and forwards and the defenseman. Goalie play. Not a lot of teams have depth, just like in the NFL with quarterbacks. Oh God. 3-0. I mean, this is what it is. I guess so. I mean, they're like, "What's for dinner?" I mean, if it's 2-0, then you're obviously thinking about dinner. If it's 3-0, but that's how you know, we have to keep it real, when we like people and even if, there's ones that we like, ones that we're like okay with, and there might be some that, that you don't like as much, but I mean, it's been an underwhelming season. We're better than this. I mean, do I expect the Kraken to be Stanley Cup? No, hell no. We're nowhere near that. But I thought, if they could have gotten off to a faster start, that we wouldn't be in first place or anything like that. But I thought there would be a chance, maybe, that they at some point they could be in like fourth, third in the division, and then like kind of like, close, But yeah, it's true. I mean, we all believe it. They do not deserve. I mean, we're not even anywhere near where we need to be, and that's the reality. We need a spark. That's for damn sure. And if we could get someone that could spark us, that could be the difference between us turning it around or not turning it around. Right? I would agree to that as well. So, if we could get an amazing player to spark us, to get us some goals, to give us some swag and some confidence, and then we get on to like a 6-game win streak, that could really, be huge for us. But hell, the way that we're playing right now, it don't matter if we given up 1, 2, or 3. We need to score goals ourselves. But we also have to give credit, that the Devils are good. I've done quite a few of their games already this season. I've watched quite a few. Yeah, they're pretty good this season. Jesper Brad, Jack Hughes is amazing. So we need a Jack Hughes on the Kraken. We need a Nathan McKinnon. We're better than being in like sixth place, fifth place, sixth place, fifth place, sixth place. It's like, score goals and then no goalie play. And then amazing goalie play, no goal scoring. It's just like the Mariners. We get hits, right? And then we get hits, but the pitching is shitty, or the pitching is amazing, but we can't get any hits or home runs and we lose. It's like you have to have all phases of the game connect, and it's very difficult in sports to have that happen. Luke Hughes blocked 3-0 Devils. Aiden and Odin are just dancing right now. They're just moonwalking in their room and in their house. All the beers are flowing. Gosh, I just every good NHL player just come to the Kraken. Let's just build a all-star team. I want to be able to have some of those type of players. I would love to have an enforcer that's like a top 5 player in the NHL. I would want that. A top 5 center. One of the best out there, or top 3. And I think the goalie stuff will take care of itself. Whether we figure it out on our own, or they decide to draft, or they make a trade. In the next couple of years, we'll figure. Heck, we'll figure it out. You have to figure it out. Oh, you switched it, huh? I'm gonna go get mine. Snapple, apple. I got to keep watching. I got to pray for a comeback. Devils 3, Kraken 0. Let go, Kraken. The first year, yeah. That's what makes sports like enjoyable. You have to go through the misery and the pain, before you end up feeling what it takes to be a champion, and then finally, climbing the mountain and getting it done. Instead of it just like all of a sudden we win right out of the gate, and you don't really, there's an appreciation level, depending on and the roster, the way that it's built. It takes time to find the right pieces in a puzzle to connect, and when they all snap in and connect together at the same time, that's when you end up getting something like you had with Pete and the Legion of Boom and Marshawn Lynch, and you're not going to be able to replicate that kind of team ever again. It'll have to evolve and be something new and fresh. But it's like you can really appreciate, how good the team was when they were good, and then that's how you have to compare future, good teams. Were they up to par to this Super Bowl team? And are they better, close, worse? Oh, they're scrapping right here on the boards. Oh, we got a penalty coming. Kyler Yamamoto for roughing. Well, yeah, any expansion team, you expect it to be, a very rough year. There's not many expansion teams that just start off and then all of a sudden they're like good. You're starting off as something brand new. Oh, Tata. So these guys are getting scrappy on the wall. A little scrappy. There's Yamamoto. Tata. And then he took his helmet off. Yeah, that's what we have to do. That's we get the most appreciation at the end of the day, when you end up having a couple shitty seasons, bad seasons when you're supposed to be good and then you're bad. And then hopefully they make the right adjustments, and you can go to the playoffs as many times as possible. I like watching the progression of things, kind of unfold in front of my eyes. And, that's why if you watch early on in someone's career, sometimes you can kind of predict how things might be able to go if you're familiar with that person's game. Come on, Seattle. You I don't know what it's going to take, but it just we definitely need to add some more quality high end pieces to this roster. We're much better than this, but you also have to give New Jersey credit. Look at their roster and what they've been doing this year. Nice save by Joey. A nonstop power play. Hughes with that shot too. Seriously. Come on, Joey. So can I get some help, please? Can I get some help, please? Come on, Kraken. Devils are definitely physical. It's hard to be able to get like crisp passes against them. And it's like every 10 seconds, New Jersey has a shot. It's ridiculous. 4-0. Wow. Just like that. Simon Nemec on the power play. Unassisted. No, assisted. Andre Palat and Timo Mera. 4-0. Devils. Wow, we are just getting fucked up right now. Holy fuck. Help. My God. This is one of the worst performances Joey has had. I mean, Devils are a physical team. They're good at home. Jesper Bratt, Jack Hughes, Toffoli, Massa, Nemec, golly. Oh, Odin and Aiden are just fucking loving this shit. I mean, it doesn't even matter where the shots are coming from, right? Their shots can come from far away, up close. They set each other up really well with good passes. And that at the end of the day, Seattle's got to have better guys that play defense to help him out. I mean, there's only so much coaching up you can do if you only have so much talent on the roster. Interference. We might have been able to get that goal taken away. Sorry, not 4-0, 3-0. Take that. A little bit of interference. Let it be. Oh, yeah, he does get into him. He does get into him. A little interference. Yeah, that's coming back, baby. Now we actually still have a chance. Instead of it being 4-0, it's 3-0. That's coming back. But I mean, if they're getting goals like this quickly, I mean, when is the number 4 gonna? I mean, what? A minute, 2? Uh, yes, there was goaltending interference. Now, if we can get a goal, just one, not even getting greedy and saying 2 or 3, just one in the next 6 minutes, they'll have a shot if they can hold them for the rest of the game, which doesn't seem very likely, but that's the only scenario that you're probably going to end up getting to overtime. Got to score at least one this period. You're running out of time. 8-10 in the second period. 3-0 Devils. Wow. 7 shots on goal on that last power play. That's unexcusable. Like, what the hell, dude? 7? 7? In that short period of time, 7 shots on goal. I mean, that's when you know you have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. 3-0 Devils. Uh, Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay. That's where they go. They all stay in Tampa Bay, baby. Tampa, Tampa, Tampa. Nom, nom, nom. Winfield Jr. will get franchise tag. Hopefully, Evans will take less money and stay a buck for life, but there's no guarantee there. And I already know they're going to offer Baker. Baker is already a done deal. I mean, it might not be out like publicly, but I would be very shocked if they don't already have it like ready to go. I guess it just depends on how much you want to pay him. 30, 32, 35, 40 million a year. I mean, well, you have to compare it to all the other quarterbacks, and he did have a good season. So now, do I want him to be my quarterback for the next like 4 or 5 years? Not ideally. I mean, if he wants to be on my roster, fine, but I still have dreams of drafting a rookie quarterback and having that guy develop into my favorite franchise quarterback. But I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know if we're going to do that, but I would really hope that we would in the next couple years. Gosh, yeah, yeah, Joey needs a nap. 3-0 Devils. We just got to get one. Find a way just to get on the board. Yeah, 7. I don't. I think that's the most I've ever heard of a team getting shots on goal in a power play all season. Out of all the games and everything, obviously I'm not watching every single game every single day, so I don't know what's going on across the league and whatnot. But 7 shots on goal in a power play has got to be like one of the higher numbers. I mean, that's a little ridiculous. I mean, sometimes you go with 0, maybe 1. If you're lucky, maybe 2 at the most, but not fucking 7. Come on, Seattle. How you play, when you things are not going good, that really it shows character and it'll help build character and how you respond from tough times. You'll see, the either team to turn it around or then they start to fail. It's very tough. Interference. Another power play for New Jersey. I mean, it doesn't even matter if they have a power play or not. It's just they're scoring at will. But if we get one and we can just like stop the bleeding, maybe it won't be an embarrassment. But right now, you're already at a disadvantage on a 5-on-4. So situational hockey, and how you are able to adjust on the power play too, and keeping it in the zone and in the crease and your spot most of the time. Really, really good teams find a way to. Oh God, that was wide. Come on, McCann. I play with some passion here. We're down 3-0. Let's not think about dinner just yet. Like you'll get dinner. Dinner is on the way. You're more than halfway there. Relax. Get a goal or two here first. Stop the bleeding a little bit. Less than 6 minutes to go in the second period. 3-0 Devils. Come on, Kraken. Luke Hughes. So many Hugheses. Luke and Jack and Jack and Luke. They're on the boards now. Come on, Seattle. Got to survive the power play and then just find a way in the last 4 minutes to do something. Yes, all right. Full strength. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, big save. Damn it. That was huge. We could have got a goal there. $2. 98 to go. That was one of the best attempts that we had all night, especially when it ends up being 1-on-1 or 2-on-1. You have to be able to score like as often as possible because those opportunities are not going to come up that often. Oh, good save. Damn it. Ta ta. Are you watching Monday Night Raw? Monday Night Raw. Yeah, it's all good. Trust me, I already know how it is. Come on, Seattle. Oh, baby, come on. A goal and assist. Jack Hughes, he's kind of good. Can we just stop the bleeding and just get one goal? I mean, that's not asking too much. I mean, we're already less than 4 minutes to go in the second period. You're down three. I mean, I don't want to lose like 5-0. Come on, defense. Look alive out there. Second period shots, New Jersey 15. I think the Kraken have like two. It's terrible. I might have to open up a toy after tonight. A toy might have to get opened. 3-0 Devils, less than 4 minutes to go in the second period. Kraken getting dominated on all facets of the game. I have to find a way to stop the bleeding here, and hopefully we can get something in the last 2 minutes. So one-sided. Come on, Seattle. Yeah. Matty Benias. We need more consistency, baby. Come on, Yanni. I need to be able to see a couple quality shots per period. Oh, the Devils always have like two or three people next to the goalie, like at all times. Like, why can't we get that with Seattle? Joey's out there on a fucking island by himself. Duncan field performances. Jack Hughes. Hey, I'm good. One goal, one assist, 5 shots. TOI 1234. Duncan. That was a decent shot by Dunn, but from far away. Less than 2 minutes to go in the second period. 3-0 New Jersey. Come on now. We got to get into a fight. Find a way to get into a power play. Something. We need a spark. Come on, Maddie. Get up, Seattle. All right, here's the power play. Now we got to find a way to take advantage. Tripping. I'll take the tripping. All right, come on, Seattle. (29-10). 29 shots on goal to 10. Come on, Seattle. Passing needs to be crisper. Oh, that was close. Oh my God. It's just floating behind him. Like, how does it get like right behind the goalie in that spot? Unbelievable. And that's when, if you have good defensive players that are close by, they bail out the goalie right there. Incredible. That was really close. Colvin, come on, baby. The backup goalie. Schwartz. Come on. Come on. Minute to go. Come on, Riker. Jesus Christ, man. Fumbling the bag. How do we got a 5-on-4 and you're all the way back where like Joey is? This is insane. Like, when you're on a power play, you're supposed to be at an advantage at 5-on-4, not at a disadvantage. What the hell is going on here? I'll tell you what, New Jersey is good. Less than a minute to go. Now Schwartz is injured. Great. Bjorky. Bjorkstrand. End of the second period. 3-0 Devils. All right, let me know what photos you guys want to do. Yeah, this one's getting ugly. 3-0 New Jersey. That's tough. Couldn't even get a goal in the first or the second period. Hell, we might not even score in this game. I can do some throwback photos. Take a look at the score. 55-52 Duke. Devils 3, Kraken 0, Rangers 1, Flames 0, Coyotes 3, Flyers 2, and the Wild and the Golden Knights play in about an hour and 15 minutes. Do I dare look at the NBA and see what's going on? What's good, Super Bowl champ? What's good, my guy? Congratulations, back to back. We don't follow each other on Facebook, and you don't have Twitter/X, but I did do a reaction video to the game. You know, like I said on there, but I just had to do it through Twitter and X only because they blocked it, unfortunately. Good, my guy. You guys are kicking ass and taking names. Devils. Jack Hughes, he's really good. Chiefs, really good. Like, how are they going to block my shit, man? I put in so much effort. Fucking made the custom thumb. Your boy is in it with an arrow pointing at some kind of trophy. Yeah, last game that Patrick Mahomes got kind of good. What's going on Monday Night Raw? What's going on? This has got to be like the most satisfying, Super Bowl. It's one thing to get the first one. That was like exciting. You know what I mean? And then obviously losing to the Buccaneers and then finding a way to beat the Eagles, right? And then this one just based on no Tyreek, no Bieniemy, all the problems with the drops. And then, the way that you guys ended up, not even being the best team in the AFC all year. This has got to be the most gratifying and satisfying out of all of them besides the first one. First one is always going to be the first one, but it shows you how you guys can evolve and win And it's the same thing with Belichick, Brady, and Gronk. When you can have a number one, those guys are all gone. But now you got a number one still doing what they're doing after they left. So, oh yeah. And you know what's crazy? It wouldn't surprise me if you guys did three-peat. Like, there's not going to be very many teams that can do it. But if you are one of those teams that has a Brady or Mahomes, of course, those are going to be the teams that have the best chance. They might not be able to do it, but if someone were to do it, it would obviously be a Brady or a Mahomes type of player, right? So, we'll have to see how the rest of the NFL shapes up. But as long as Green is coaching, Mahomes is playing, and Kelsey's playing, then it seems like and the defense still stays good, then, damn, you're not even watching the Raw. I was like, damn, what's going on in Raw? I was like, hoping someone would tell me. But haven't been able. This is the first Super Bowl photo that I've actually shown since yesterday. New one. Looking slick. I think it's cool, man. It's not like the Chiefs have been good, for years and years and years and years. There was a lot of years of misery. There was years of cool players like Christian McCoy and Derek Thomas, but that doesn't mean that there's like Super Bowls. So sometimes you got to go through a lot of mediocre, years and bad years, and some years where you overachieve and you have like the Jamal Charles that gets you excited and the Tony Gonzalez, but now you find the magical trio with the coach, quarterback, and tight end with a great defense. And George stepping up to play with Chris on the D-line. Carl Laftis, I see you. It's not the end. Yeah, but it's definitely showing you, unless you're the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right, or Joe Burrow, right, and it's either Tom Brady or Joe Burrow. Like, you can't beat Mahomes. So Brady's not in the league anymore. So it's like the only person that can beat Mahomes is Burrow. And Burrow is considered to be number 2, 3, 4, 5 in the league. And a lot of people like him. Like, I like his consistency, his swagger, and the way, he plays. Like, if I had to, go between, like, normally Burrow or Allen, I usually lean a little bit more towards Burrow over everyone. So sometimes he plays like a number 2 quarterback in the league. Sometimes he plays like the 5th or the 6th, so there's just some qualities of certain quarterbacks that you like more than others. But congratulations on doing that. All the camera angles. It turned out good. Like I said, I got it on Twitter/X. You don't have to watch my reaction, but if you want to watch the highlights or if you want to watch it, I can send it to you by like text message, unless you have a way to, access my Twitter X account. If you don't want to watch it, obviously you don't have to. But if you want the link or whatever, I can send it to you if you want to check out the highlights one last time. With me. Otherwise, you can probably watch the highlights as many times as you want on YouTube. This one turned out good. Like I said, I don't really like, having to use my own image, but if I got to be able to use my own image and and do it my way, and then give you an arrow or something to attract. I know that it's going to be something that'll definitely get us more views and more subs moving forward. So I take a lot of time and to try to make it look good, and I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of results we get next season and beyond. But I'll tell you what, right here, that Jack Hughes guy, golly, he good. We're playing not so good. This guy, really good. Yeah, it's just crazy. Back in like the Derek Thomas, Christian Okoye days, like, you never would have 3-0 Devils. It actually was 4-0. One goal got taken away from interference. But yeah, you guys are obliterating us. We're in the third period hasn't started yet. We're in the second intermission, but 3-0 Devils. They're just go in the store, get all the goods. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, we'll be lucky if we get even one today. Yeah, but 3-1 in Super Bowls. It's like if you don't got the Buccaneers, then there's no other way to win. Tom Brady and the Buccaneer defense, that's it. That's the only thing that can beat Mahomes. Unless you're Joe Burrow. Nice job, Pat. Nice. Heck yeah. It ended up being an amazing Super Bowl. It's just kind of ironic because we were ending up talking about like boring, low scoring Super Bowls, right? And then we had that conversation about like Rams and Patriots. I knew this wasn't going to be no Rams, Patriots 13-10 where you don't even remember anything besides the Gronk catch. I mean, there's just nothing that you really remember from that game. It's even if you are a hardcore New England fan or a Rams fan, I mean, there's not a lot that stands out in that matchup. But it was low scoring. But then when we got to 19-19, and you knew someone was going to break 20. It was awesome. Tough for the Niners, but I still believe Shanahan will hopefully, before they decide to let him go, he'll get at least one. Even if he has to keep losing, but hopefully for his sake, he gets at least one before he retires. Again, if he is to get one, you're going to have to get a better quarterback. If you keep trying with these other, guys that are top 10 quarterbacks at best, it's not going to be good enough. I mean, hell, Jalen was a top 2 quarterback, and hell, he couldn't even do it against Mahomes. So you got to have a great defense, and you got to have like a top 2 or top 3 quarterback. That's asking a hell of a lot. Or you just don't play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. 49ers, Ravens, maybe 49ers win, maybe Ravens win. But if you can avoid the fucking Chiefs in the NFC, then you might win the Super Bowl. But if you match up against the Chiefs, you're fucked. That might be how it goes. I mean, just to make it cut and dry. Unless you're just fucking good enough in the AFC and you knock them off, before the AFC Championship game, and it's like an upset. Then, it's all, up for grabs everywhere. But 3-0 Devils. I love being down 3-0. 29 shots on goal to 15 for the Kraken. I love that. 17 face-off, 16 for the Kraken. I don't love that. Power play. 0 for 2, 1 for 4 for the Devils. All right, we're down 3-0. Let's not lose 6-0. like, for my sake, can we get at least like a goal? Can we get one goal for my guy Joe Dirtig, aka Joe Dirt? Life's a garden, dig it. I need a goal, baby. Dude, nice, right? Your favorite. It was destiny. Like, maybe the team isn't going to be as good as they were, or the potential in the last couple of years. But if you're not going to be, maybe the team that you want, but you get at least your favorite players to root for or cheer for, or a guy that got traded or left and now comes back, I don't know if that's fitting or destiny, but that's pretty fucking cool that happened. Yeah, it's like JP Crawford to me. You don't have to be the best player, but if you hustle and you produce and you're likable on and off the field, yeah, it's really easy to root for other guys. I mean, hell, after Julio, for me, it's probably JP Crawford and like Cal Raleigh, as far as like, the positional players, not including like the pitchers that I like Kirby and Miller, so I feel that, sometimes it's those personalities, and I did like Eugenio Suarez a lot too. He was one of my top 5 favorite. So, but now it's like JP and the Big Dumper, I really like those guys' personalities and what they bring to the team. Yeah, it's like sometimes when I just get basic stuff, I went and I got, something for Paisley, tried to pay bills and get everything going. And then I ended up, usually for me, it's like I'll try to grab a couple things of like Monsters, because I try not to drink soda really anymore if I'm going to have that. Maybe a bag of chips. I get a bunch of fruit for me and Paisley. And then usually I'll try to go for some like bomb-ass muffins, or like some kind of like chocolate chip cookies, but with like M&Ms in them and like really soft. Like I try to be able to find like something that like, or I'll go with like gummy worms, or like something of that nature, like sour gummies, or Sour Patch Kids, or like those watermelon slices. I don't know. I get these like weird urges and whatnot. I'm going to be grinding it out and working out a lot. So. Yeah, I know what it's like to lose starters. It sucks. We are going to transition into baseball real soon. And I just talked about the Padres and Dodgers-Padres matchup on February. It's going to be on at like noon, but I'm going to probably do it on that particular day. We got to get back to baseball, baby. We'll get there. But for the time being, 3-0 Devils. And I'm really happy that he is back on the team. That made me happy. Yeah, I did the reaction video and they blocked it, Elliot, but yeah, I got it on the Twitter X and on my Facebook or whatever. But it's not ideal, when I'm putting in so much time and effort. It's like I don't want to do the AFC NFC Championship game and Super Bowl, and then they only let me keep 1 out of 3. I guess I can't complain and have it be like 0 for 3, but I guess the NFL didn't want anyone to have reactions to the Super Bowl, not very many of them, which is a little odd. 3-0 Devils, they're really good. Yeah. Did you even sleep? Did you even sleep last night? I know a lot of people are partying hella late. I miss baseball too. Well, now we're done with NFL and college football, so we have to transition to hockey, NASCAR, and if you're not into hockey and NASCAR, then you're like shit baseball. So you got to find something. So yeah, but just barely buying anything at the grocery store, like just a couple items. Normally, even with like shit on sale and having like a card that gives you discounts, like if I'm going to like Safeway or whatever, a few items, you're already at like 40, $50. I mean, tell me I'm wrong. I mean, it's like it just depends on what you're buying, but it's like everything has gone up and it seems like everything is a few dollars more than it should be. And it's like you don't even expect to spend that much, and you think you can get this much food or whatever for $50, and then you start to realize that what you think you can get for $50 is only like $20 for a fraction of what you think you can get. So I know how that goes. Daytona, a lot of whiskey, a lot of whiskey. He wants to go to New Hampshire for what? NASCAR or for a rock concert or what? I want to go to Maine and New Hampshire and have like lobster and crab and crispy shrimps and all the festive shit that's on the Atlantic over there, the freshest of the fresh. That would be like epic for me. I know that doesn't sound like that much to most people, but like you can go to games and you can go and you can travel and whatnot, but you got to make sure you're living and you're eating, especially at different places that have different culture and different specialty of food. Got to go to Flavor Town, man. Next year's Super Bowl in Nolans was announced this morning, I believe. I was watching Good Morning Football and they just got turned off by Roger Goodell. They're like, all of a sudden, Kyle Brandt was talking about the Super Bowl, and then all of a sudden, it just turned him off. My name, Roger Goodell. Super Bowl 59, Nolans site. 3-0, New Jersey. Saints. Yeah, seafood don't agree. I like everything though. I like Mexican food a lot. I can't even eat all these things that I used to eat. I don't eat anymore. I dream about like what it would be like to have pizza or hamburgers or tacos or spaghetti and other things, but I'm gonna have to do something though. I think the number one thing I've been craving is that fucking combo King Arthur pizza from that place I got pizza when I was a kid. I don't think anything is gonna match my happiness level, like watching a show, either one that I've started or like restarting True Blood over from the beginning again after the billionth time, and then just eating either a personal pizza to myself or getting like a medium or a large, and then just having leftovers for the next day. Because I like the cold pizza hit, and I like the warm right out the fresh of the fresh, the warm. Right, I like that, but then you can heat it up after. But then like sometimes the next day, colder pizza, like having a piece or two of that actually is like a kind of a vibe. Sometimes you want it like colder, and you're just eating more of like the actual like bread crust and then the toppings. And then sometimes you want that melted cheese. The melted cheese. You know you like that cheese. Tomas Tata is one of three players in Devils history to finish a season with a plus minus rating of at least plus 40. Who are the other two? Cadillac trivia question. I don't fucking know. Sorry about your love for the seafood. I will eat the seafood that you cannot eat. But plus, you got better things you've been, you got the burgers and all kinds of the good out there in New York. So pizza. What do you think about that? You think it's going to be terrible? I don't think very many fans are happy with it, but I hope it works out for you too. You know, I want the Bucks and the Saints to both be good, so that way when we play each other, people actually care about it, other than just our own fan bases. You know, I love losing 3-0. I love it. I love it. I love it. I wish baseball was on tomorrow. I could really go for a Mariner game tomorrow. But at least it's like 10 days away. That is enough for like, okay, I need baseball. And that's about the amount of time, 10 to 14 days before I'm like itching for it and I'm getting like annoyed. So then it's like really cool. Like, I don't even give a shit what it is preseason, as long as, I get something, baseball wise, just telling me that the season has started for the preseason Cactus League or Grapefruit or whatever combination of fruit or cactus that they want to name a league after. I don't care, but I want to watch. I'll be watching a shitload. No more NFL or college football on the regular as far as games. Then I have to fill that void, and I ain't going to be filled by NBA and college hoops. I'll tell you that. Besides March Madness, and that's only a small fraction. What shows are you watching, Elliot? Odin's Super Bowl champion. That's got to be a good feeling. On top of the world. Tom Brady's gone. Boom. No worries. All right, Pat. Legacy, 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 legacy. Dynasty, dynasty, dynasty. Oh, come on, Kraken. 3-0. Oh, come on, Kraken. Good save. Oh, yeah. 3-0 Devils. Come on now. God, Seattle. I wish they were going to put on a better performance in this. I was hoping it would be like 3-2 at this point with like us losing, but like still kind of having a feeling that maybe we have a chance. But this has been embarrassing. Hopefully, we don't have too many games like this. Hopefully, we don't end like this. But at least we got what Daytona 500 this weekend. So, and then is it? And then NBA All Star Weekend is coming up. Oh, brother. 11 minutes to go in the third period. 3-0 Devils. Come on, Seattle. How many more free agents do we have left, Sarah, for baseball? Now we have to start shifting our like attention to like baseball stuff. Like MLB stuff right now is going to be almost towards the top, like being able to see what's going on there now since football's over. I mean, like that's where my attention's going. MLB and NASCAR now. I don't know, but some people don't like NASCAR. NASCAR is such a fucking vibe, though. It's like something cool to watch on a Sunday, you know, when you are used to watching football. But again, if you don't have a favorite driver or you have no connection, then of course you're not going to think it's stupid or it's boring or not for you. But if you do have a connection to it, it's kind of cool to have something like that to pass the time. You don't have to sit there and watch the whole fucking race, but it's kind of nice to be able to watch the beginning and you got shit to do. You got shit to do, but watch most of what's going on in the middle. You know, obviously catching the most important part at the very end and seeing where you know legends are made. But for me, it's like I already had a connection at a young age and collected the memorabilia. And then I had a boss that loved it more than me. And then that was the reasoning of trying to get back into it. You know, I guess, you know, having someone to talk about it with and appreciating what it is. And I guess if you don't have those type of people in your life, then you're not going to be as interested. But I mean, especially if you're working with someone every day for years, you know, they'll definitely have an influence on you. But it was cool to be able to get back into it and watch races and talk about it the next day at work. Belly, Soler, Montgomery, Snell, right? Snell is still the top option that's available based off like talent level. There we go. 3-1. We stopped the bleeding. I knew we would. I put that S up. Nice job, Bowie. Let's go. 3-1. Yeah. Well, Borgen, assisted by Jordan Eberle and Jared McCann, baby. Hey, we're getting embarrassed, but at least we're fighting back. Bowie, 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 Bowie. Boom, baby. Drop that anchor. Yes, sir. Kraken, baby. There we go. Nice job, Will. Second goal of this season by Will Borgen. There we go. Now it's like, okay, we're getting embarrassed, but it's at least it feel a little bit better when it's 3-1. Not ideal, but Daytona 500. Napa know how. Back. NASCAR. Baseball. Baseball. NASCAR. That's where we're at now. job, Kraken. Let's go. Keep fighting. Less than 10 minutes to go in the third period. We're getting absolutely destroyed, but at least Will Borgen got his second goal of the season, which was nice. So the bleeding has initially stopped. Chances of us tying this up and going to overtime is probably 1%, but at least we have 9 minutes to try to tie it up. Cardinals have a chance to get any of those players? Like realistically, or are you guys done? Come on, Kraken. All right, look at the other scores. All right, we got 3-1 Devils Kraken, duh. Rangers 1, Flames 0. Rangers should be up by more than that, but they should pull away. Coyotes 3, Flyers 2. That's surprising. And then Wild and the Golden Knights don't start for another 40 minutes. So. Come on, Kraken. Come on, Joey. You got to do it, baby. Less than 8 minutes to go in the third period. Let's go, baby. We're running out of time. Hard to win a game when you don't get your first goal until a few minutes left in the third period. Good save by Joey. 33. Oh, my God. 33rd save? Got probably a commercial or two, and then they'll wrap it up. Yeah, I'm super itching for baseball more and more and more and more. I mean, every day before that first game is just going to be like this crazy anticipation. So got to keep myself busy with other, shows and whatnot. But the crappy thing is that game is on at like noon. But I'll probably still end up doing that. We'll see. I'm definitely watching it. I just, it'd be kind of nice to be able to stream it, even though it's early. All us desperate baseball fans just coming together, regardless of who's playing. Less than 7 minutes to go in the third period. 3-1 Devils. Come on, Kraken. Come on, Kraken, get aggressive here. Got nothing to lose. I hope they get at least one more goal before the game's over, but there's no guarantee. Matty Benitez. Ice time. Only 14-23. That's low. Luke Hughes. Luke. Oh, Coyotes Flyers 3-3. All right, what's on the slate for tomorrow? I haven't even looked yet. Lightning Bruins. Kraken play the Islanders tomorrow. Oh, big hit. We'll be doing Kraken tomorrow. Hopefully they play better than this. It's like watching Mariner games. You know, some games are really exciting and really fun to watch, and others are, you know, you already know the game is over almost within like very early on, just based off the flow of the game, or some kind of miracle would need to happen to come back. And sometimes you just got to take your L's and just go to the next game. Just can't take too many, otherwise you're not going to make the fucking playoffs. And if you're a Kraken fan or a Mariner fan, you can only lose so many goddamn times before you get frustrated. So, gotta win. Good defense there. Yanni Gord trying to get a shot in. Can't even do that. Damn it. Less than 4 minutes to go in the third period. Oh, good save. Have you been watching Monday Night Raw at all, Sarah? Wow, that one timer. Damn. Now we're starting to get aggressive, but like it's too little too late. We got 4 minutes left. Like, why couldn't we played like this the whole game? Because the Devils' defense is good and they're really good on home ice, and it's not matching up well against certain teams. I just hate getting like dominated when the game is like they're like punching you in the head and like you can't block, and it's like the whole game you're just getting punched and you can't put your hands up to defend yourself. That's when you end up watching a hockey game or like a Major League Baseball game, which is brutal. Like, can you punch back like a little? 3-1 Devils. 3 minutes to go. Kraken need a miracle. It's not all really Joey's fault. Defense needs to be better. We just need better players. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I don't care what anyone says. We just need better players and a better roster. You know, and once we get that, I think Hack will be able to coach them up perfectly. But it's like, you know, sometimes you don't have the right mesh of players and you need more talent. You have to try to be able to, you know, draft or get a trade. And hopefully with the trade deadline, we make a move. I'm really hoping we do, because that move could be the difference between somehow getting close to being in the playoffs or nowhere near being in the playoffs. So I would rather be the one closer to the playoffs or wild card. Here, share. He said I had money on him. I lost my parlay. He got an assist, but I guess you probably were looking for a goal as well. or 2, depending on the bet. Sometimes 1 assist doesn't cut it. All right, last ditch effort here. And even just getting 1 would give me a little bit more confidence going into, it's like to actually get to overtime or win is totally out of the question. But if we can get 1 and then, lose 3-2, at least that would make me feel better against the Islanders tomorrow. I mean, it all depends, on how long you've been doing it for, what kind of content that you're doing. Less than 2 minutes to go in the third period. Devils 3, Kraken 1. It's been rough. Not a great effort by Seattle. Come on, Kraken. 1 late, somewhat meaningless goal just to give us a little Uncle Mo until tomorrow. Finish strong. Don't give up and think about dinner and what's going on later tonight. 2 minutes. Let's go. It's like Kraken have checked out for like 2 quarters, 2 periods. Less than a minute to go. Come on, Kraken. Dawes. Dawes playing like a big Dawes. Dawes is playing nice. Yeah, but we'll do a lot of NHL, MLB, wrestling, obviously with WWE, AEW, little NASCAR, Daytona 500 this weekend. So try to do something every day, whatever it may be, especially with no NFL or college football around anymore. Golly, embarrassing. 7 seconds to go. Oh man, tough to watch. I mean, I already got to go through this with the Mariners when I watch them all year. Might be a long, long year. No, no golf or tennis, but pretty much everything, UFC, boxing. I mean, we do everything besides probably golf or tennis. I think those are probably the only things that. Now, if I had the channel years ago when Tiger was first coming up, yeah, I would definitely cover. I would cover a few, different tourneys for him back then. But as of right now, no. It'd have to be something like actually worth, people's attention to like watch together. But again, if something like that was available, like YouTube was, you had the right, time and the people and the channel, you could have got something at that point for sure. Final score: Devils 3, Kraken 1. That was tough. Well, I'm gonna go, spend some time with Paisley Pup. I got another 30 to 45 minute walk to go on. Rough game. We play the Islanders tomorrow, so we'll end up going there. But congratulations to the Devils for being great. That was a rough one. I mean, I don't know if I've seen the Kraken look so defeated so early, but sometimes you play a good team. And Jack Hughes, you're something else, brother. You're good. But I hope everyone enjoys their rest of the night. We'll be doing Kraken hockey tomorrow. I love you guys, and I appreciate you. All the people that donated, commented, shared, all the people that watched on Twitter/X. I appreciate you. Reaction video to the Super Bowl highlights is on the Twitter/X account. And we'll be back at it tomorrow. And I got one question for you. Well, talk sports like us, your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.